Chapter 10, Leading Teams. Chris Rufer, the founder of Morningstar, a tomato processor with 3 factories that produce products for companies such as Heinz and Campbell's Soup Company, believes if people can manage the complexities of their own lives without a boss, there's no reason they can't manage themselves in the workplace. Rufer founded Morningstar based on self-directed teamwork, but as the company grew from the original 24 colleagues to around 400, problems occurred. Some people had trouble working in an environment with no bosses and no hierarchy. Handling the inevitable conflicts that arise in any workplace was a particular challenge. Thus, Rufer created the Morningstar Self-Management Institute to provide training for people in the principles and systems of self-management. Every colleague now goes through training in small groups of 10 to 15 people to learn how to work effectively as part of a team, how to handle the responsibilities of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling that are typically carried out by managers, how to balance freedom and accountability, how to understand and effectively communicate with others, and how to manage conflicts. Response to and results of the program have been positive, but Rufer knows it will take an ongoing effort and training to keep the wheels of self-directed teamwork rolling smoothly. In this chapter, you are going to learn to turn a group of individuals into a collaborative team that achieves high performance through a shared mission and collective responsibility. Identify challenges associated with teamwork and explain why people sometimes have negative feelings about working in a team. Lead a team to high performance by providing a compelling purpose and clear objectives, clarifying roles and responsibilities, designing the team in terms of size and diversity, giving team members decision authority, and providing support and coaching. Understand and handle the stages of team development and know how to promote cohesiveness and shape productive team norms. Understand the challenges and benefits of virtual teams and the team leader behaviors that contribute to virtual team effectiveness, and handle conflicts that inevitably arise among members of a team. Teams are not right for every situation, but much work in organizations is interdependent, which means that individuals and departments rely on other individuals and departments for information or resources in order to accomplish their work. When tasks are highly interdependent, a team can be the best approach for ensuring the level of coordination, information sharing, and exchange of materials necessary for successful task accomplishment. When they are effective, teams can provide benefits for both organizations and employees through higher productivity, quality improvements, greater flexibility and speed, a flatter management structure, increased employee involvement and satisfaction, and lower turnover. A team is a unit of 2 or more people who interact and coordinate their work to accomplish a shared goal or purpose for which they are committed to hold themselves mutually accountable. A team is a group of people, but the two are not one and the same. Even a group of employees whose work is related is not a team unless the members share a common purpose that requires them to depend on each other. In addition, the concept of teamwork implies that team members sublimate their individual needs, desires, and egos and synthesize their knowledge, skills, and efforts toward accomplishing a common goal. Individual stars don't necessarily make a great team in sports or in business. Issues that teams in all organizations face are as follows. How to get star performers to set aside their egos and sacrifice their individual goals. How to bring together the right set of specialties and skills. How to define roles. How to promote cohesiveness and norms of collaboration. And how to create a team that is united in a common mission. On our site, I've posted a lessons from geese that I'd like you to read through. It's very interesting how geese work as teams. Teams are found at every level of today's organizations. Organizations are various types of teams to meet internal needs or external challenges. There are 3 types of teams used in organizations: functional, cross-departmental, and self-directed. A functional team is part of the traditional vertical hierarchy. This type of team is made up of a supervisor and his or her subordinates in the formal chain of command. Sometimes called a vertical team or a command team, the functional team can include 3 or 4 levels of hierarchy within a department. Typically, a functional team makes up a single department in the organization. A cross-departmental team is made up of members from different departments within the organization. These teams are often called cross-functional teams. Cross-departmental teams are typically used for projects that affect several departments and therefore require that many views be considered. Cross-departmental teams facilitate information sharing across functional boundaries, generate suggestions for coordinating the departments represented, develop new ideas and solutions for existing organizational problems, and assist in developing new practices or policies. One type of cross-departmental team is the special purpose team, sometimes called a project team. Special purpose teams focus on a special purpose and disband once the project is completed. They are created outside the formal organizational structure to undertake a project of special importance or complexity, or to develop a new product or service. Self-directed teams are made up of employees who work with minimum supervision and rotate jobs to produce an entire product or service, or at least one complete aspect or portion of a product or service. Leadership is based on the vertical hierarchy. In cross-departmental teams, members have more freedom from the hierarchy, but the team typically is still leader-centered and leader-directed. The leader is most often assigned by the organization and is usually a supervisor or manager from one of the departments represented on the team. In the next stage of evolution, team members work together without the ongoing direction of managers, supervisors, or assigned team leaders. Empirical studies have shown that self-directed teams are associated with higher job satisfaction. Job satisfaction increases partly because working in a self-directed team enables people to feel challenged, find their work meaningful, feel more control over their work lives, and develop a stronger sense of identity with the organization. Self-directed teams have access to information and resources needed to perform a complete task and are empowered with decision-making authority to take over duties such as selecting new members, scheduling work or vacations, and evaluating performance. Self-directed teams are typically not completely autonomous in that organizational leaders set overall directions and monitor the team's work on a regular basis. However, these teams are effectively trained to work with minimum supervision, and members are jointly responsible for making decisions and solving problems. Self-directed teams typically elect one of their own to serve as team leader. As the leader may challenge, the leader may change each year. Some teams function without a designated leader, so anyone may play a leadership role depending on the situation.